Hey everyone, it's Matt from Pixelade here, and welcome back to the channel. We have a brand new patch update. We had an interesting stream today. Some simmers are happy and excited, some simmers disappointed. I guess a lot of simmers were expecting infants to be released today, but instead of them being released today, they kind of just said infants are coming, we're working on them, we got new screens, we got new videos, we got behind the scenes, and they also let us know that it is going to be coming out on March 14th. So we still have more than a month until they're released, a month and a half. And honestly, I really hope that they take their time to make sure that infants are the best that they can be, because I don't want them to be introduced into the game with bugs, issues, and all of that stuff. They also didn't announce the next expansion either. They basically announced that they're going to be announcing the next expansion pack this Thursday, it seems, by giving us a little teaser today. So more info to come on that. Of course, simmers speculating that it's a family type pack or generations or some sort of thing that is along the lines of family. Me personally, I'm hoping that that is the case, but let me know down below what you guys want the next expansion pack to be. And without further ado, we're going to jump straight into the patch notes for everything that was added or changed with today's update.
Hello simmers, following hot on the heels of the last update, we have another one for you. This time we are putting a bit of a focus on the console version of The Sims 4, streamlining some key interfaces for easier controller interaction. While you can use a mouse and keyboard on both PlayStation and Xbox versions of The Sims 4, most console simmers love to sit back with a controller. These updates are a small part of a larger ongoing focus to improve the console experience for all. We also continue to invite all console simmers to give us your thoughts and feedback on playing The Sims 4 on PlayStation and Xbox, especially with a controller, over on Answers HQ, where we have had some excellent feedback so far that the team is reviewing. Not playing on console? No problem. We have some new content and fixes for everyone in this update as well. So let's kick things off and see what's new. We have so much new stuff with this release, and we can't wait to dive in and tell you all about it. We do want to make a quick note that while we have added quite a few new assets, these are purely visual and don't add new gameplay functionality. Now, let's get to the good stuff. Medical wearables. There's a new medical wearables category under body and face accessories in Create a Sim. Select the Sim's face and then select accessories to find the medical wearables category that contains a new hearing aid for your toddler or older Sims. This medical wearable comes in 15 color variants and can be assigned to your Sim's right, left, or both ears.
So it isn't functional, and they wanted to make sure that they made that known to everyone, but they have added hearing aids for toddlers and older into the game. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
The medical wearables category can also be found by selecting the Sim's body and then selecting the body category. Here you can find glucose monitors for your child and older Sims that can be added to your Sim's right and left arm and to your Sim's lower abdomen on the right or left side as well.
That's cool.
Top surgery scar under the same body category. All players can find a body scars category with an option for teen and older male Sims, masculine or feminine frame, to add a top surgery scar to their Sims.
This is amazing. Not just top surgery scars, which I know players have been asking for a while, and they've even mentioned, the Sims team themselves, that they would love to implement this. They've actually implemented it here. It's now available in your game, but also them adding glucose monitors for child and older Sims that can be added to Sims right and left arms. This is amazing. I'm really enjoying this update so far. I did not expect this. Okay.
Binders and shapewear. With this update, players can find two new assets in Create a Sim. Under the tanks, in the tops category, you will find a binder top asset for your teen and older Sims. In the underwear category for bottoms, there is a new shapewear asset for your Sims as well. Let there be light switches. For our builders who have long desired to complete that perfect room, a new light switch is now available in build mode.
Yay! And this one is in the base game for free for everyone, so you don't need the kit to get this. You guys can all add light switches to your builds now if you want to, completely free of charge, which is awesome. Well, not free of charge for your Sims. As you can see here, it's going to cost them 40 simoleons. The description reads, I recall the first time I tried to switch the unswitchable switch, 3 hours in a pitch black room. The screaming just kept getting louder and louder, and it wasn't until dawn when the light seeped in through the window that I was finally able to stop myself. Who writes these descriptions? They're so interesting.
UI placement comes to PlayStation previously. The Sims 4 on PlayStation required Simmers to calibrate their screen settings at a system level by going to the console settings, sound and screen display area settings, and configuring the display. This option will continue to work, but now, PlayStation Simmers will be able to adjust the UI placement. The wizard will run during the initial launch of The Sims 4 or can be manually initiated from Game Options Other.
That's cool.
We still recommend you calibrate your display area settings through your PlayStation settings. Cursor scaling Simmers can now adjust the size of the cursor on both PlayStation and Xbox when displayed in virtual cursor mode on your controller or while you are using a mouse and keyboard to play. This additional level of customization allows you to have a larger cursor without needing to scale up all of the game UI. This should make it easier to see even when you're kicking back, relaxing in your favorite seat, looking at the TV screen across the room. You can adjust the cursor size in-game by going to Game Options Accessibility.
This is really cool. So more accessibility improvements for console, and we've been needing these kinds of things. So hey, I won't say no to those either. So far, I'm really liking this update. I mean, honestly, I was expecting them to add some sort of big feature because they didn't really say anything about what's coming with this update, and we didn't get a laundry list, but hey, we have these additions here, and it looks like we have some bug fixes that we're gonna get to in a couple of minutes.
Accessibility. Console build mode improvements. Jumping into build mode will feel a little different. Well, okay, a lot different. Now the catalog is opened by default and stays open as you grab items and interact with the lot. You no longer need to reopen the catalog and re-navigate to the menu you were in every single time.
Oh yeah.
Regardless of which cursor mode you're in, you can seamlessly interact with either the catalog or lot, which aligns our console experience more closely to that on PC. Console build mode guidance system. If you are a new player or have the guidance system enabled, the help you received from Emily in CAS and live mode will continue through to build mode. If you aren't familiar with building, using the tools, or how to find the right looking object and place it exactly where you want it, Emily will be there to guide you around build mode to help you unleash your creativity. Controls and navigation updates. While we have kept the ability to toggle control methods by tapping the touchpad on PlayStation or view button on Xbox, we have reduced the amount of times we switch between the two modes automatically. Since we are talking about toggling the control methods, if you have the controls legend enabled in Game Options Other, we now show a prompt for toggle cursor at the top. Not only that, next to the prompt is a little reminder of which control scheme you are currently using. We have also added controller shortcuts to some dialogues and screens to help simplify and speed up navigating the game. These button prompts are displayed on supported screens and can be used where usually you would have a lot of scrolling to get to the confirm or cancel button.
Wow, lots of changes, lots of improvements. Haven't even gotten to the bug fixes yet. Control and navigation updates, build mode guidance system, console build mode improvements, cursor scaling, UI placement for PlayStation. We're getting light switches for everyone, binders and shapewear, top surgery scars, medical wearables. So far, like I'm really impressed. This is nice. I didn't expect all of this. We knew that the light switches were coming. They've mentioned the light switches before multiple times that we're going to get them for free, and I guess a lot of Simmers forgot about it, but there it is. So that is a fun, exciting addition. All right, now on to the bug fixes. It looks like we have a pretty hefty list for the base game.
Toddlers can do strange things sometimes, but bathing with their slippers on shouldn't be one. Now their feet will get clean, just like the rest of them. The venue info icon in the top left of your screen contains a lot of useful information, but it doesn't mean it should always display as new. Now the icon flare will only show when something is actually new.
Thank God.
Sims made through CAS stories with starting funds high should now get 30k simoleons instead of the standard 20k for their household fund. Sims love a good makeover, but when switching styled looks in CAS, it's taking it a bit far. Your Sims' appearance changes, not just their outfits. Styled looks will now update just the outfit your Sim is wearing and not make them a totally different Sim. When adjusting the physical frame of your Sim while using Bantu knots, YF hair _ SDX019 Bantu knots, or two-strand twist, YM hair _ SDX019 two-strand twists, hairstyles, you will continue to see the plumbob icon on the thumbnail as a reminder of the fantastic collaboration we did with D-Sims to bring those styles to everyone.
Wonderful collaboration.
The goals during the parenting predicament scenario will reflect a child sim aging up to a teen after blowing out the birthday candles and progressing the scenario. Child sims getting at least a B grade average at school will be recognized for their achievements by progressing the parenting predicament scenario objectives. If your sims reach level 5 in one of Sophia and Leonardo's skills before the goal activates in the parenting predicament scenario, it'll be accurately marked as meeting the criteria. Also, related teenagers have aspirations. Apparently, waking up before noon doesn't count, but in the parenting predicament scenario, teens are able to complete the teenage aspirations goal.
Seems like there's a lot of issues with the parenting predicament scenario. But good to see all of these changes so far. A lot of things I was really hoping to see, like the icon flare. Hello, that's a great fix in my opinion.
Some say it's a conspiracy. Some say the aliens got fed up with the parents and just sent them home. Others just think it was a bug. Either way, parents should no longer return midway through the aliens stole my parents scenario when traveling off the lot and back again.
Of course not.
Stuck in the shadow wasn't intended to actually get you stuck. Completing the scenario should now complete once the goals have been achieved. Emily likes to help simmers get a head start, but it seems she was a little too eager and prevented scenario goals from displaying in CAS if she hadn't been seen previously. Now, if you haven't seen Emily yet and start a new scenario, you will have your goals displayed so you can create the perfect household to take on the challenges ahead. Emily will be there if you need her later.
I hate Emily.
Seasoned simmers who don't need Emily's help and choose to disable the guidance system in the game options while in CAS will no longer run into an issue where you cannot create a sim due to the options being inaccessible.
Thank you, I hate her.
Merging sims from the gallery while Emily was guiding you through CAS will no longer prevent Emily from explaining the final parts of the CAS guidance system. Entering CAS from the Simology option will not prevent you from creating a sim story. While using the guidance system to customize your own sim, add new sim will not be available until you have completed your sim customization tutorial or opted out of the tips. Some tips in build mode prevented you from accessing features like bulldoze and save to my library. All the options are selectable again. Sims with customized frames should have a full set of fingernails to pick from, including those from packs.
Wow, these were really good fixes for the base game, guys. I will say, I think this was a pretty good patch. I think this is a pretty substantial patch, especially for just, having a patch, what was it, half a month ago now? Not even half a month ago, like just, 2 weeks ago. And we had some pretty significant fixes in there too. And I know that many simmers expected more from this patch. I know we expected something to be added to the game, some big major feature. They were very quiet about this. We know that this patch was tied to a stream, speculation began, but honestly, the fact that we're not getting toddlers today, obviously, I'm still happy with this patch, and them having toddlers release on March 14th gives them more than enough time to make sure that they're done right. There's no issues, there's no bugs, or hopefully no issues or no bugs, but we're gonna have to wait and see, because at the end of the day, we don't know what's gonna happen. Who knows, it could launch like My Wedding Stories. I'm gonna knock on wood right now because we don't know, but all we can do is hope for the best and prepare for the worst. But I will say they do have plenty of time to make sure that things are right. So now we're starting the fixes for other packs here. We have City Living, Get Famous, Eco Lifestyle, High School Years, Paranormal, Bust the Dust, and last but not least, Outdoor Retreat.
City living. Being an interior decorator can be tough. It's made even more difficult if you can't get in. Sims picking up a gig at a penthouse will now be able to knock on the door and get in to work their style magic. If there is one main thing you would expect illuminating pillars to do, it's illuminate. Well, we changed some bulbs, got shocked once or twice, checked the wiring, and now they should be good to go. Get famous. After our previous update, which brought a new look to lessons and a bigger, easier to read layout, it unexpectedly caused long lesson titles to extend beyond the boundaries of the box in some languages. The titles should now all fit in their designated spaces and be fully readable by all. Eco Lifestyle. The perfect plumb bob ceiling fan, Sandstorm ceiling fan, Dizzy Palms ceiling fan now all come with a power consumption rating. High School Years. Sims wearing the YFACC_necklace EP12 beaded solid rainbow LT necklace should no longer see it floating near them when zooming the camera. We must have forgotten to remove the levitation enchantment. Sorry about that. Paranormal. Sims making a living as a paranormal investigator and autonomously visiting San Myshuno often found that doors were missing from apartments unless you were in walls-up view. Doors should now show up as expected, but are they really there? Someone should investigate. Spooky. Bust the dust.
So unenthusiastic.
Dust and dust bunnies will show up after a reload. Now where did I put that dust dandy cordless vacuum?
We need more fixes for busted dust, okay? I'm happy that they're still working on it, but this thing is so broken. I feel like every patch we get like one fix for busted dust. We just need to have a whole patch dedicated to bust the dust, to fix bust the dust, because bust the dust is a bust, literally. And it sucks because it's literally my favorite kit because it's the only gameplay kit, but it was just done so wrong. Not many people really use it from what I've seen, so honestly, we probably aren't going to be getting gameplay kits ever again after that. Hopefully, they really focus on trying to make that kit function properly, because there's just so much wrong with it.
Outdoor retreat. We learned a lesson, and that lesson is that our lessons should have titles. Outdoor retreat should show up under lessons as expected and no longer be a mystery category.
All right, guys, that's it for the patch notes. A pretty hefty list. I'm actually quite happy with it. I know not everyone will be, and that's okay, but share your thoughts below on what you think of this patch. Personally, I think I like this patch more than the one that we got 2 weeks ago, but that's just me. Lots of things added, medical wearables, like I said earlier, top surgery scars, binders and shapewear, the light switches for free for everyone, accessibility improvements with UI adjustments and all of that stuff, a ton of base game fixes and fixes for other packs as well. Share below your thoughts. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. So long, and happy simming and happy para living.